Nation. Today I'm going to show you how to wire up a Bridgeport style machine. So this is my Lagoon FTV2, and it's similar to a Bridgeport. It's the same style, same concept. It's just beefier, heavier, and it has a little bit more features on it. But the way that you wire it up is the exact same, and the way that it feeds into the machine is the same. This is a three-phase machine. You can find some machines that are single-phase, which would require 220 power, but this is a three-phase machine, which means it's got 3 hot legs, and it just requires the three-phase power so that it can kick over the motor. And three-phase is a certain type of a cycle, and it's just the way that it cycles through the motor. It's more efficient. It's cheaper, and it's more powerful. It's superior in just about every way. The downfall to it is that it is more dangerous. If you get hit by three-phase, it is not going to be a good day for you. So you got to be very, very careful. So I got all the tools set up here, and let's get to it. All right, first thing we got to do is prep the wire. So you can see this mess here. This doesn't look good. We want to clean this all up. So we will cut all these strings out first. Okay, now that we've got this rubber peeled back, we want to cut this rubber off flush. Couple more pieces of string here. And I'll use a razor blade to cut this rubber off. You got to be careful that you go deep enough to cut the rubber, but not too deep that you're cutting into the actual wires. There we go. Now we got a few more strings to cut. All right, just like that. Now we want to make sure that the top of our wires look good. So this is not too bad. Got enough of the copper here to be able to clamp onto. Okay, so on our three-phase, you've got 3 hot wires and then a neutral, and then you have the high leg in the middle. So typically I take this red and I put it in the center, and then you have the black and the white And the neat thing about three-phase is that if your motor's running backwards, you could just switch the two outside and it'll run forwards. Or if you want to run your motor backwards, you could just switch these two and run your motor backwards. So the Bridgeport or the Lagoon is already set up for this. It has a backwards and a forwards button. So either way you hook this up, it's going to be fine. But your two buttons will be backwards. So I think, I'm going to take a guess here, but I think the black, it'll go black, red, and then white. And that should get us in the proper direction. If it doesn't, then I'll just switch it over. And then we have the neutral here. So the other piece of this that we need is this, this cable connector here. And here's what that looks like. And that's what's going to fasten our wires to the junction box without putting tension on the actual connection itself. So you just run the wires through here, just like that. Run this inside there. You want to butt it up to the top of this. And then you want to clamp it down. And you want to put even pressure on both sides. Okay, that should be good to go. Now this is ready to go. Let's look. Let's take a look at the box. So this is our box here, and you can see the 3 wires coming in, and then you've got your neutral on the side. Then you've got these 2 wires, and you've got this outlet plug here. This is a 110 plug. And our power is shut off. There's no power to this right now. Even though the power shut off here, those wires will still be hot up top because we don't have the main power shut off. So let me get a voltmeter and test these wires and make sure we're dealing with the proper voltage. Okay, so we'll start here on the neutral, and then we'll test the first leg. It's 124.3. Second leg, it's 213.8. And our last leg here, 123.5. So we do have 3-phase here. All legs are hot. I'm going to go shut off the breaker, and then we'll get the fuses in here. The next thing is going to be to insert the breakers. So here's the kind of breakers I'm using. They're 30 amps, heavy duty, and here's what they look like. This is an older one. But these are 30 amps a piece. And this box is going to take 3 of them. So let's get those put in there. All right, got our first one going in. Just want to center it up and give it a nice push. There it is. All right, next, center it up. Give it a good push. All right, one more to go. Center it up. All right, got our fuses in. Now let's connect our wires. Okay, I'm all set up here to start wiring this in. First thing I'm going to do is feed my wire through. Okay, once I got my wire through, then I want to stick the cap on it. Right, here's this cap or nut, whatever you want to call it. I will feed that through all the wires as well. Make sure it's flush and then screw it on. Now I'll use my screwdriver to tighten that up. Alright, it's nice and tight. Now, here's my neutral. This is the green. I'm going to go ahead and feed that in here. Just like that. And while I'm at it, I'm going to feed in this 110 wire as well. This is for the 110 outlet. Alright, just like that. Tighten it up. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get this hot leg in here, or this high leg. Like that, tighten it up. Okay, we're good. Now I'm going to try and put the black in first and hopefully that'll give us the correct rotation. Just like that. All right, one more to go. All right, and while we're at it, we're gonna get the hot leg for that 110 outlet. We'll shove this in there, that wire, just like that, and lock it up. Okay, now we want to tuck in these wires all nice and neat. Shove those back there, just like that. That'll get those out of the way whenever we shut the door on this thing. All right, I think that looks good. Nice and neat and clean. I'm gonna go turn the power back on and see if this thing works. All right, got the power on. Give this one more look over, make sure nothing's touching, nothing will arc out. We got our 110 outlet over here. Got our fuses in, all our wires look good. So we will apply power. And nothing blew up, so that's a good start. Okay, now let's see if the machine works. Okay, this thing should be hot and ready to go. So let's go forward and see if we have the proper rotation. And it looks like we do. If you watch real close, you can see it spinning clockwise. All right, so let's hit the reverse button right here and see if we can get reverse. All right, we're good. So I'll show you again. This is forward. Then we stop. This is reverse. Stop. Pretty happy with this. And our last and final step is to close the box. That's a job well done. All right, so before we leave, let's make sure this 110 outlet is working properly as well. All right, I got me a 110 power device here, and let's plug this thing up. And if all is good, then we are done. There you go. Let's try the top socket. we're done. That's how you power up a Bridgeport or a Bridgeport style lathe with 3-phase. Please share, like, and subscribe. Leave any comments if you have any tips or advice, or if you just want to gripe about something that I did wrong, just drop me a comment. Thanks for watching F8N.